Do you know that your LinkedIn headline works harder than any part of your profile? It shows in every search, every comment, every connection request. If it is just a job title, then you're wasting one of the most valuable pieces of text on the internet. Today, I'm going to show you how to use Claude AI to generate multiple recruiter-friendly LinkedIn headlines tailored to your target roles and how to choose the one that actually gets you found. This is day 9 of the 30-day AI Job Upgrade Challenge. I'm Eric, an AI specialist and founder of the AI Vision Consult. In day 8, we use ChatGPT to audit your profile through a recruiter's eyes, and we fix the obvious gaps in your headline, about, and experience sections. Today, we'll go deeper on the headline because it's the first thing recruiters and LinkedIn search algorithms see. Let me quickly explain to you why your headline matters so much. Recruiters search LinkedIn using combinations of job titles, skills, locations, and seniority. LinkedIn then pulls back people whose headlines and job titles matches those keywords. A good headline does three things at once. It includes the right keywords, signals your level and directions, and gives a hint of the value you bring. The difference between delivery manager at HMRC and delivery manager leading complex IT change in government, moving into senior IT role, is huge. Claude AI is perfect for generating lots of headline options quickly, but only if you give it the right information, which is the right prompt. So the first thing we need to do will be to give Claude the raw material for it to be able to work and give us what we want, which is your current or most recent role and employer, the roles you are targeting next. For example, senior delivery manager, senior IT delivery manager, project manager, business change leader, whatever role you're targeting next, and also 5 to 10 key skills or keywords from real job description for those roles. 1 or 2 measurable achievements if you have them. So you need to paste this into Claude AI with a structured prompt. Now let's switch over to my screen. Let me show you the exact prompt and how to do it. Now this is the prompt. So let's quickly just go through this and see what the prompt talks about. So it says you are an expert LinkedIn profile coach for professionals in the UK. Now, this is because I'm based in the UK. So depending on where you're located, you can just change that to your location. If you're in the US, Australia, Canada, just change that to your location. But this is because of where I'm based. I'm using that for the UK. So here is my background, current role. So you put your current role and your current organization, and also put the target role, the role you're looking to apply for. And you also put the grade as well. So you add your key skills and keyword, like for example, complex IT change, governance, risk and issue management, depending on what your key skills and the keywords are. And also 1 or 2 key achievements, something that you've achieved while working at that current organization. Then also you add the task. So this task basically is to tell the AI what we want the AI to do for us. So like it says, generate 10 LinkedIn headlines options, each 220 characters. So it's asking it to generate different options for us to pick from which amongst them is the best that we can use for our headline. Use proven headline formulas for job seekers, which is job title plus key skills plus value plus sector plus outcome plus professional identity plus what I do plus how I help. Each headline must start with a target job title or current role, include 2 to 3 of my key skills or keyword, signal that I'm open to or moving into those roles. So that means if you're looking to move into a new role, you need to include that on the headline as well. Okay, so after the 10 option, tell me in 3 to 4 bullet points what they all have in common that makes them effective for recruiters search. So what we'll do just to fill in the gaps or fill in the blanks. So for example, we start from the role. So which role are you currently targeting? I'll just continue to use my own profile as an example. I'll go to my profile. So I'll just quickly add the role. So my current role is digital port manager. Okay, so current sector organization, digital manager, C-level in central government. I'll just leave this the way it is. And target role, senior IT delivery, I'll just leave this the way it is. It's still fine. Case and keyword, complex IT chain, governance, risk, and issue management. So all these are still fine, still a bit applicable to me as well. E.g. led the project. So I just put this as I'll just put a raw figure here. So this is not the exact figure, just a raw figure, just a raw figure as an example for us to be able to get this done. project across, let's just say 12 teams, reduce incident by, let's just say 78%. Okay. So let's see. So that's basically it. So the next thing will be to just copy the exact prompt, copy everything. So I'll just highlight first and I'll copy. Then let's go to Claude. Let's see if I missed anything. So everything is fine. Okay, so I'll just go to Claude and I'll paste everything here. Then I'll enter. So let's just give it some time and let it just run through and give us what it thinks is best based on the 10 headline we ask it for. Okay, so it's coming back with the response. Here are your 10 headlines options, Eric. I've drawn on your DWP portfolio governance work. Okay, so basically what this has done, because of it is me, and because of I use Claude a lot. So Claude already knows me. He knows what I do. He knows what I'm doing. So it's just drawing everything from what it knows about me so far. So if you've been using Claude, you might get the same response from it as well. If not, it might just give you something from what you asked it to. So now it's even going beyond the role I gave it and also looking at different things that I've been doing as well. I'll just scroll down and see. So the first formula, job title plus key skills plus value. So this is the first one, digital portfolio manager, risk and dependence management, portfolio governance, driving data quality across complex government programs. So it's giving me three different formulas. And these three different formulas includes the 10 headlines that we asked it to generate for us. The first formula is job title plus key skills plus value. Second formula is role plus sector plus outcome. The third formula is professional identity plus what I do plus how I help. So now this is basically what it has given us. And it goes ahead to explain what makes this effective for recruiter search. These headlines all led with a recognizable job title that matches what recruiters actually type into LinkedIn search. Portfolio manager, program, governance, which is the single biggest factor in whether your profile surfaces in the results. So basically, once it gives you the 10 headlines, it would explain to you the reason why it picked those headlines. So that's just basically it. It shows the reason why they are better, and this will help you appear more on the search once recruiters search for those job titles and also those keywords you have on your headline. So that's it. So finally, it says every headline closes with an outcome or value statement rather than just a list of skills, which gives hiring manager a reason to click through to your full profile rather than scroll past. So if you look at this first batch, you see some patterns. Most good headlines put the target job title right at the start. They include at least one recognizable keyword like agile delivery, IT-enabled change, or stakeholder management. And they often mention the sector. So it could be that the public sector, digital, or government, if that's where you want to stay. Now we get Claude to help us choose and refine. So the next thing will be for us to copy the best 2 to 3 headlines from this list and paste them back in with this follow-up prompt. So let me just go back to the prompts pack again. So this is the follow-up prompt that we need to. So this prompt say from these headlines options. So we'll select 3 to 4 of our favorite headlines from what it has given us. Score each out of 10 for recruiter side visibility, keyword, job title, clarity of level and direction, what seniority, moving into what, strength of value proposition, what problems I solve. Explain briefly why each score was given. Suggest one improved best of both worlds headline that combines the strongest elements from my top 2 options. Keep it less than 220 characters and in my voice. Now let's just copy this prompt. Let's copy and go back to the same chat, paste the prompt. Okay, so I'll just take the first headlines from each of the formulas. So I'll take this one first. I'll take this first. Then I'll paste it here. And I'll take this other one as well. So let me just bring this down. One. So then let's go for the third one. So this will be the third one, portfolio governance specialist. So this would be the third one. Then paste. So let's send and let's see which of them need to pick as the winner of the three best. Okay, so it's thinking. So here is a breakdown, Eric. Option one, digital portfolio manager, risk and dependency management, portfolio governance, driven data quality across complex government programs. This is the winner amongst the three. So for the criteria, recruiter search visibility scores 9 out of 10, clarity of level and direction scores 6 out of 10, strength of value proposition scores 7 out of 10. So now let's see. This is your strongest option for search. For search, digital portfolio manager, risk and dependency management, and portfolio governance are all exact match terms recruiters use when sourcing for G7 and senior PM roles in government digital. Let's see the second option, digital portfolio management. So criteria, visibility, 10 over 7 over 10, 7 over 10, 9 over 10. Okay, so this one also is strong. Let's say the third one, 6 over 10, 5 over 10, 7 over 10. Okay, so the hybrid best of both worlds, taking option one, search optimized structure and keyword density, and option two's framework builder, value proposition and seniority signal. So it turned that into digital portfolio manager, risk and dependency management, portfolio governance, building frameworks that drive data quality across complex government programs. Okay, so that's less than 220 characters. So this keeps all three high-value search terms front-loaded with pipe separation, a pipe separation for algorithm weighting, but swaps driving for building frameworks. So basically what it has done is it went through the top three that we gave it and it selected the best out of them and also now had to give us best of both worlds. So it picked from the best to the best keywords and merged them together to turn it into a solid one headline that we can use. So with this, we have the most powerful headline that we can use. You'll know that this is discoverable for search, and this also has the right keywords. This also shows our strength. This also shows what we're working on, what we've done. And this will definitely help us stand out when a recruiter sees the headline on our LinkedIn profile. So now you have a score comparison. You're not just picking what sounds nice. One combined option that Claude thinks will rank and rate best. At this point, your job is to make it feel like you. Read the final headline out loud. If there is any word you would never use, change it immediately. If it feels too long or heavy, remove one clause from it. And remember, AI gives you great raw material. You make the final call. And remember, AI gives you great raw material. Your job is to make the final call. Now, let me show you a concrete example. Now, a typical example after using this prompt will sound something like, so before now, it would be like delivery manager at government departments, let's say delivery manager at HMRC. And after using this prompt, it will sound like delivery manager leading complex IT-enabled change in government and targeting senior IT delivery role. So the second version tells recruiter what you do now, which is delivery manager, the type of work, which is complex IT-enabled change, the sector, which is government, and the direction you're moving into, which is senior IT delivery role. This is more than enough for the right people to click. So that is if you're moving into a different role. So one more advanced step, if you are applying across different parts, you need to create a variant headline. So what we need to do will be to ask Claude using this next prompt. So let's just go back to our prompts library. So what we need to ask Claude AI is, using this same information, generate 3 headline options optimized for senior IT delivery manager role in government. 3 headline options optimized for project program manager roles in private sector. Explain which keyword you shifted between the two sets and why. So this is if you're trying to have different variants. If you're not like putting all your eggs in one basket, let's say you want to try like private sector or public sector or different role, you need to have different options that you can select from. So what we'll do is that we'll copy the exact same prompt and we'll go back to Claude AI and paste that. Okay, now, so it has given us the different targeted headlines. So you say here are your 6 targeted headlines. Senior IT Delivery Manager for government. This is the 3 headlines that you can pick from. Project Program Manager role for private sector. These are the 3 headlines that you can pick from. And now it explains what shifted between the 2 sets and why. So the job title language, the government set leads with senior delivery management manager because that's the exact title used in digital role family across central government. So recruiters and hiring managers search for that phrase verbatim. So now you have different options to pick from. If you want to go into the public sector, you can pick from these 3. And if you want to go into the private sector, you pick from these 3. So it depends on the sector that you prefer to work in. For those that prefer the private sector, will go for the private sector and pick any of the headline that is suitable to what their role is. And some that want the public sector will also look at this and pick. So now you have options to pick from which of them you prefer. And this also lets you test slightly different angles over time or even adjust your headline for a few weeks depending on what you're focusing on. Now, before we wrap up, let's add the same guardrail we used yesterday. AI can absolutely help you write better LinkedIn headlines, but your headline still has to reflect reality. Do not claim program director if you have never led programs. Do not claim technologies or qualifications you don't have. Civil service and many employers are clear. AI should support your thinking and writing, not invent skills or seniority. If a recruiter calls you tomorrow and says, "Tell me about the complex IT-enabled change work you mentioned in your headline," you must be able to give a real example. Now, here is your day 9 action. Run the Claude headline generator prompt with your own details. Then run the scoring prompt to narrow to one final headline you're happy with. Update your LinkedIn profile and take a screenshot of your new headline. If you're comfortable, drop a version of it in the comment section below, and I'd love to see how your positioning is changing. Tomorrow in day 10, we'll use Claude and ChatGPT together to rework your LinkedIn experience section so it tells a coherent story that matches your new headline and your target roles. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a day, and share this with someone whose LinkedIn headline still says job title at a particular company. And remember, every prompt from today is going into the AI job search prompt pack launching at the end of the 30-day challenge. See you on day 10.